Okay, so Don't Wait was kind of one of those songs I half finished. I have like a song journal by my bed, and if I get like a moment of inspiration, I'll like write a little song down. But a lot of it's poetry, a lot of it's not fully developed songs. So when I had my first meeting with Gian, I was originally planning on producing this other song, and then Don't Wait, this half-developed song, just kept like playing in my head.
Sure.
So I thought I should just play him this and see if he sees anything in it. And turns out that was the one that really kind of took the next step. So really happy that one kind of came to life through our work together. It's a lot about how in our day-to-day, I feel like we're kind of going through the motions, and Don't Wait is about not waiting to be free, not waiting to live your life, basically, because I have recently kind of tried to turn my life into a more day-to-day process and found a lot of happiness and reward through it. And just kind of this song is challenging that that notion of doing the whole thing, the 9 to 5, and the going through the whole motions. And it doesn't matter what that looks like for you, but for me it looks like living day to day and not waiting to embrace your freedom and not waiting to fall in love with life. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so Can I Cry was like a very emotional moment when I wrote that song when I was like 20 years old. And it's really a song of asking, can I be vulnerable? Can I show you the deepest parts of myself and not feel rejected? And that is really big for me, because when you're asking, can I cry, you're basically asking someone, like, will you be there for me? Yeah, so I always really liked writing poetry. It was like very much part of my education in high school and things, and then I kind of kept going with it through journaling. And now looking back at my journals, even when I was like a young kid, I would write these songs about love and heartbreak, but I didn't really know anything about those things. But I always just loved music and found it to be really healing, because I found music to be like the one space where all the whole spectrum of emotions was tapped into. And it's like, if I'm having a day that no one seems to understand, I can turn on a song and that song understands me, kind of thing. So then writing songs came about later in my early 20s, when I kind of put together that I wanted to try mixing poetry with music, and the very minimal musical training I had, I kind of just strewed everything together with the poems, and then got help with Gian. But it's been really beautiful to see these songs come to vision and see and really birth out of a place of darkness. Like, the album's called Jewels of the Dark Night, and for me that really means like I went through kind of a 7-year dark night of the soul process, and now I'm at this place where my cells have kind of like regenerated, and all these things that were up for me, it feels like a whole nother chapter of my life. So these songs are kind of a couple gems from that chapter of a lot of pain, but the beauty and the gems in that pain. I think it's really, really important to incorporate music and creative arts in the process of grieving, in the process of emoting, working through anything. I think just giving your emotions a voice and a story, and being able to tell your story through music, poetry, painting, whatever modality it is super healing for me. Because to have these jewels of the dark night, it's like proof to myself, like, okay, it wasn't all bad, there were these jewels in it, and look at the beauty that can come of pain. Make me feel